So I didn't want to make this video. I really didn't. Let me start with a few statements first. One, this could have all been avoided if YouTube had approached the problem differently. Two, the original intentions of Coppa are good. Yes, 100%. Protecting children on the internet should be a thing. How Coppa's going about it is wrong. And that's the bad part. Let's talk about what the point of Coppa was. The point of Coppa was that so people could not collect data on children. What does this mean? You could not collect data as in their name, their location, their phone number, where they live, etc. This information is not legally obtainable. That is the law, and that's good. That's there to protect children. But there's something most people don't think about, which is cookies. Cookies, for those of you who don't know, are websites. They'll ping data back of like when you watch a YouTube video or when you make a tweet, when you post something on Facebook or Instagram. The list goes on. Cookies are a gray area in Coppa. So it's still collecting data. That was the issue. And YouTube had a weird algorithm that kind of uses cookies to an odd advantage. Coppa saw that and they struck down YouTube. YouTube's original answer to it was YouTube is not for kids. It's for people for 13 or older, which according to Coppa, you are no longer a child, a kid, when you are 13. That's how YouTube got around this in 2014 when the Coppa got updated. And now we're in 2019, and YouTube has been caught red-handed breaking Coppa. How so? YouTube's algorithm is built for a handful of things. One, it is built to divide content from advertiser-friendly, user-friendly, and child-friendly. And that's where YouTube got caught. By dividing up content that is child-friendly, you are blatantly avoiding Coppa. People had premium ads on child content. What does this mean? That means children got to see the Rick and Morty ad for Death Stranding, or they see Bud Light commercials when the Super Bowl was happening, or they see President Trump's impeachment ads that are floating around currently. They saw those, and that broke Coppa rules. YouTube had to pay $170 million to the FTC and Coppa. When they did this, YouTube now has to abide by new rules. And this is where YouTubers are losing their mind, including me. Coppa is so vague that it doesn't help. I'm going to, I think it's this one, yeah. This is what Coppa has for kid-friendly content. Let's just take a minute and look at this. Kids' jokes, music, kid games, video games, computer games, children's TV shows or stars, cartoon characters, sports, stories, toys, children books, fantasy, children's art, crafts, pets, product primarily purchased or consumed by children like snacks or cereal. Let's break down some of these. Music. I know it's meant to say kids' music, but here's the issue. Coppa's subject matter has not been updated since 1998 when it went into an effect. Let that sit in. 98. Coppa is very outdated. It's what, running on about 30 years maybe? No, 20. 20, 30 years roughly. I can't math right. I'm very upset by Coppa. I don't think people understand. I'm just going to bust out a calculator. Hold on. 1998 minus 2019. It's 21 years. My bad. Back to what I'm saying. Coppa's subject matter is still vague. I did see a video. You can watch these all on YouTube, by the way. You can watch the Coppa press conferences. Them talking about YouTube. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. You can watch them. They're out right now. After watching the video and how they talked about it, YouTube's going downhill. Why? First things first. For the people going around saying that content creators will not be sued, that is false. If you are caught breaking Coppa rules, you will be sued. I'm going to round the number, and I'm actually rounding down, so keep that in mind. You can be sued to $5,000 for not complying with Coppa. What is complying with Coppa? Complying with Coppa means that if you make any sort of video within these guidelines right here, your video must be marked as kid-friendly. By default, my whole channel is marked kid-friendly. I didn't want to do it. YouTube did it for me. They gave me the option, and I said yes. What about people that make gaming content that swear? Like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. We don't know. It's a gray area. It's starting to rain. Thanks, Mother Nature, for noticing that I'm sad. Thank you. I don't have all the rules pulled up. I wish I could. I just didn't get enough time to really get them. I actually did. It's been 3 days. I didn't grab them. Other things that do break Coppa rules are bright, vibrant colors. So as you see, like my offline thing for Twitch, yes, this would break Coppa rules. So it's kid friendly. Anything with animated characters, so the Nezuko's, the Cosmog, Android 21, that is Coppa. So it'd be marked kid friendly. This video will also sadly have to be marked kid friendly. Other things that Coppa has not mentioned, and that is annoying, is that everything is so vague. Let that sit in. Let's go over stars. In one of the videos, they did elaborate on that. Yes, that includes YouTube stars. This does include the Game Grumps, MatPat, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, Ninja, and so on. Yes, they are considered children stars. And here's the issue. And this isn't me trying to take a stab at the Game Grumps, and it's mostly just Aaron. I'm not trying to take a stab at you, man. Your statement earlier about how everyone's overreacting is false. Think about it like this, man. You're child friendly. Yes, you swear. But because you are a child star, you are child friendly. All of your content must now be marked as child friendly if you're in it. That includes your voice, your likeness, in anything to do with you. Sorry, man. Sucks to suck. Let's go over what happens if a channel is marked child friendly. This is the following that YouTube gave out, by the way. That lets you know what is and isn't child friendly. Or not that. I don't have that. I should have. This is what happens when your channel is marked as kid friendly. Your video will receive no notifications. So when the video uploads, you normally get a notification because you ring the bell. It's not happening anymore. Your video will have no comments. The comment section has been disabled. This is already in effect on some children channels, and that's okay. Some people like it, some people don't. It's preference. Your video will not be searchable. This means, like, if you go on YouTube right now and you look up Gold Wants the Game, you can find me easy. You can find all my content. As of January 1st of 2020, you put in Gold Wants the Game, all you will find is the channel, not the content. The video will not be suggested or recommended. That means it won't be in the recommendeds tab, and it won't be on your home page under suggested. It just does not exist. Your video will make 90% less revenue. YouTube currently does a 45-55 split on content revenue. Content creators receive 45, YouTube receives 55. This is so YouTube makes profit, you make profit, everyone's happy. It's no longer going to be that way. It is now a 90-10 split. YouTube gets the 90, and you as the creator get 10. All of these are applied to videos that are marked older. And before we go any further, if you are a content creator or you have any videos on YouTube, mark your content now. Just mark it. You can put yes or no. You have to mark it, because if you don't, you are breaking Coppa and you will be sued. What happens when you mark content that you feel is not child friendly but Coppa does? Well, 1, you are now breaking Coppa. You will be sued. 2, your video will be auto-changed to the appropriate rating that Coppa feels. So say for an example, I do a competitive Pokemon video, and I say it's not child friendly because it's competitive. So I'm doing critical thinking and I'm showing statistics, I'm showing numbers, something kids really don't care for. But, competitive Pokemon players would, who are people who, guess what, are adults. Coppa says no, that's kid friendly. I'm now sued, and my video will be changed to kid friendly. I'm just screwed there. The issue is we don't know what is and isn't kid friendly. YouTube did put out a video, and if you are a content creator, you can find it on your channel. I think it's called YouTube Studio page. You can find it there, and they tell you to go over the 10 marks of content to decide if it is or isn't child friendly. And I think they said if it marks 8 out of the 10, it's child friendly. You put yes and just don't argue. It's sad that this has to happen. And I'm going to leave links in the description for you guys to go to. And you can leave a comment on Coppa requesting more information or for them to add more detail to the rules. And then I'm also going to leave another link. This one is for you to sign. It's a petition to have Coppa removed from YouTube. I personally have done both, so it's up to you. I'm just in a gray area about this, and the issue is that it's YouTube's fault that we're in this situation. Is there any way that this can affect other websites? Yes, there are thousands of ways. Hell, Twitter did a whole page wipe. So if you wanted to have premium ads on anything, you had to tell it yes. Now that only worked for you Twitter users who were checkmarked or approved. So that's on them. I think Instagram and Facebook said they were going to do something as well. The issue again is that Facebook's argument is, oh, well, Facebook's for people of 13 or older. Well, hey, we saw how YouTube went. You may want to update that. My fear is that this is going to hit YouTube hard. It will, 100%. Gaming channels are dead. Any content that does like unboxings for card games, toys, your channel's dead. For channels that are in gray areas like Game Theory, we don't know. Or What's Inside, his channel is more than likely going to be hit hard by this as well. And since this is the start of it, there is a chance that it can go to Twitch and Mixer. There's chances it can hit everything. And the real issue about it is, and I know someone's going to be like, oh, you're overthinking it. This is a United States law. So if you live in the United States, this is a law. You can't escape it. And that's just the sad part of the day. I hate doing content like this where I'm not hyped up or, you can tell I'm not happy. I hate doing content like this, but this needs to be heard and this needs to be said. Again, the links will be in the description. Sit down. You can do whatever you want. It's on you guys. The thing is, I don't know how much our voices can make a change here, because the UK kind of went through something similar, and when that happened, they were heard, and American people helped as well. I just hope that maybe, just maybe, there could be something we can do. Because honestly, at the rate this is looking, YouTube is dead. It's just the truth. YouTube will more than likely be done, and other websites will have to try and find a way to pick up YouTube slack, either with Mixer or Twitch, or if Google decided to, hey, let's make a new version of YouTube just for gaming content. Again, everything has to apply with Coppa, but I'm sure they could find a way around it. Like, they can work. That was weird. Sounded like the front door open. But as I say, I'm sure Google could find a way to make a website that can work with Coppa. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. I'm sorry to have this serious video go out versus the original one that was going to go out today, talking about Dragon Ball Kakarot. But this video needs to be done first.